Galactic Federation of Light Update, April 11, 2017. 11 men, 18 Mac, 13 Carbon. Drazzo. The madness of this odd reality continues to bring forth constant new interpretations of how this world works. We are left in a quandary to figure it all out. Because of that, we are left in a holding pattern, but are still in the final process to make possible the predicted release of the RV and the end of the old USA Incorporated. This realm is filled with constant pitfalls that somehow turn into blessings that move everything forward. We expect to shortly hear that the initial long-awaited payouts have at last begun. Those in charge of this task insist that the current misguided state of this realm is not to defer this much prolonged moment. We expect to hear the good news and know that something grand is about to happen. This journey of yours is constantly tainted by the devious skullduggery of the supposedly helpless dark cabal. We tend to laugh at their assumptions. Our belief is that a major set of miracles is about to descend and change everything. We have been observing this collective madness for the past few decades, and it is difficult to formally engage it. This realm seems like a modern Alice in Wonderland reality where what appears real is not, and what is ridiculous suddenly seems to be the only true reality. You have those in charge acting in a surreal way. Meanwhile, what appears impossible becomes the only real pathway. In spite of this, things really do happen in this mix-up upside-down reality. It is no wonder that in the past we avoided such incomplete worlds. Despite this, we are nevertheless committed to doing what is right to permit this realm to grow in consciousness and resolve its present difficulties. We see that those empowered with creating this new world are close to taking their much required action. It is this that gives us the feeling that something wonderful is about to happen. Those whose lives are closely intertwined with sacred process realize how deeply the creation of this new reality is being accomplished, even though all seems a little off. Something truly wonderful is being born. The dark is beginning to figure out that this old reality is finished, and in its place is a new one that in the near future is to gift this realm with two things. First, there is the new prosperity and its divine corollary, the rise of a more conscious humanity. Second, there is the growing force in this realm that is to finally seduce and then really destroy the dark and its vile ways. In its wake is to be the energy arising to forge the light and its true love, the way of righteousness. Be ever aware of this and know in your inner heart that this nonsense-filled morass contains the seeds for this new wondrous reality. You have wandered for seemingly forever to reach this point. Become ever aware that this new sacred force is forming and it is to carry earthly humanity to its destined point of heavenly glory. The transformation of this reality is to end the present miasma of hopelessness, and replace it with freedom that contains sovereignty, and a way to achieve your inner passions for love, light, and joy. It is this set of magnificence that is to be the new republic and its special brand of celestial governance. The sacred force behind all of this is growing and is on the verge of transforming your present unnecessary suffering. Hence, do not think the present unhealthy circumstances are permanent. The dark and its numerous regiments are to be swept away. We welcome the start of our time with you. This is to permit you to participate with all. You are to begin your time with heaven on earth. All wonders are to become normal. Hallelujah! Hallelujah! Hooray! We are your ascended masters. We come filled with a joy that simply acknowledges how wonderfully you are growing and preparing yourselves for a new reality. This presently forming land is soon to be blessed by heaven and therefore able, at the right time, to magically appear. Our operation is to ready these things and prepare ourselves for the manifestation of this inner magnificence. Do not fret, blessed ones. This new realm is to arise out of the present miasma that currently covers this land of misplaced dreams. You are destined to soon see these wonders and a new reality appear. We realize just how easily you often confuse the coming of good with bad. We understand why heaven has so disguised all of this, and that it is leaving you confused in the midst of this specially planned conundrum. This process is now beginning to dissolve and become something that you are to see more clearly. This process is a means to allow you to see things in a much more appreciable way. It is something that is to change as your consciousness grows. In this new awareness, you are to see us more clearly and better understand how all of this needed to occur. It is often not easy to view old beliefs in new ways. We encountered this as we started our own training to become good and reliable ascended masters. It is in the pouring of these new bottles of perceptions that you learn how to reorder your old realities. It is in doing this regularly that you learn to see things differently. You have all swiftly learned about the great power of your collective vision. Now you are to show yourselves the next step, reasserting new beliefs with these most marvelous visions. This reorganization of your old perceptions into new ones is vital to what you do next. Think of this growth as a new path toward realizing who you really are, and why you are now here. It can be hard, and, as previously stated, somewhat confusing. Let these coming times be a kind of measurement of what lies ahead. Use these lessons to help you better understand what heaven is really up to. Once you understand inwardly, the strange miasma surrounding you will suddenly make sense. Hence, it is important to remain calm and not to try too hard to make sense of things. At the right time, the hidden truths are to suddenly become quite clear. All is to reveal itself and allow the current points of stress to disappear. In this moment of clarity, you can at last realize why all of this happened in its own divine way. The methods of heaven can at times seem confusing. However, clarity is to become apparent at the right time. Today we continued our weekly reports. It is our intention to continue these until Spirit and the Galactic Federation openly arrive on the scene. This auspicious time draws closer with every day. Know, dear ones, that the countless supply and never-ending prosperity of heaven are indeed yours. So be it. Selamat Gajan. Selamat Ya, Syrian for B1. And be enjoy. Channeled by Sheldon Neidel. www.paoweb.com